I'll say this much. The music is very, very nice. It's very nice music, I'll admit that much. When I saw this game on the Steam Store for free, actually, when I just saw this game on the Steam Store, it looked like a KK&D knockoff. And it piqued my curiosity. This is Evolution RTS. I have not played this before. I've only put this on my computer today. Or was it last night? I've forgotten already. I've not played it. This is going to be interesting. I do want to point one thing out. It wants me to register for the thing, and when I did, and it tried to send me a verification code for the email, I didn't get a damn thing. No matter how many times I refreshed my computer, no matter how many times I refreshed my email, I didn't get anything back. One sec. Yeah, no, I haven't gotten anything back. So, I don't think the verification code thing works. Let's, play the game. So you got single player and co-op. Well, that's not single. You got multiplayer, replays, and help. I'll admit this much, the screen does look pretty nice. Editor. What the f... Oh. Well, the editor is fucked. Okay. Yeah, let's... Oh. What is that doing? Gotcha. At team. At AI. At AI. No. Log out. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Let's see what happens. I would like to point something else out about this game. On Steam, this game got mixed reviews. Already starting to see why. I mean, first off, the email code verification thing doesn't work, so I'm stuck in fucking... What the sweet hell is this? What? What? What the f... Someone clearly wasn't paying attention. A card is... bit that's... fairly right. Keys, slightly off. Settings, slightly off. Lobby, very much off. I have... What? Okay. Okie dokie, let's... Oh, do I have to select the AI? Is that why nothing went? Ugh. Hang on, no. Red. What the fuck? Okay. What the fucking hell is going on? How do I select the fucking AI? Okay, I'd like to point something out. All of that, way too small. Oh, we died again. I don't fucking know. Okay. What in the name of okay. Um... What in the sweet hell? I'd say this is the worst game I've ever played, but there's no fucking game. Also, these are way too small. So you're never gonna get them accurate. You can't zoom in. Game... control. How do you alter... Oh, hello. I have a question. Why are these guys started same place? And also, how come is it that when I try and do this, there's no one for me to fight? Everyone just blows up. Oh, we're in the center. God. Okie dokie. Let's see if I can get this to work. So... we spawned in the center. For fuck's sakes. See what happens? I can see why this game got mixed reviews. I'm trying to fucking play the game, and I'm not getting anything. Alright, come on. What in the sweet name of fuck? But why do we start here? Why? Good God, what the fuck was that? What was... I'm gonna go read the Steam reviews, fuck this. So here's a quick thing. The game is only being developed by one person. For the most part, it's one person making this game. Right. And it also uses the Spring engine. Whatever the fuck that is. Neat concept. Couldn't figure out how to get a game running for the life of me. I'm sure other people have figured it out, but nothing should be this much of a pain in the butt to play. I completely agree with you. Not the smoothest running game. Steep learning curve with no instruction or tutorial missions. Yeah, that's really... If you're gonna have a game like this, you seriously need to have a tutorial. That's like gaming 101. I mean, there are games that don't have tutorials, I'll admit that. But there are But the games that don't have tutorials do find a way, do work around that. By telling you what the instructions are in-game. Like with the LEGO Star Wars games, it tells you what your moves are. And it doesn't even need to do that because you can set what the controls are anyway. I want to recommend this game, I honestly do, but only because it kills time and I feel that it isn't quite enough. It's fun for the first about 20 minutes, but then it gets a bit repetitive. Constantly building more supply storage for more units, I've not even got there, mate. So unless this game has changed, or I don't fucking know, it wouldn't have been a bad game if it weren't for the fact that it's extremely hard to learn how to play. It's just not worth the time. Unless you get someone who knows how to play the game, it's unlikely you'll actually be playing the game instead of trying to learn how. Necro Creature is right. AI just sits in the middle of the map doing nothing and no infantry. Really? It was great until it went from Linux plus Windows to Windows. Windows sucks. Once it goes back to being available for both OSs, I can't play this game. P.S. The big turrets can shoot across the map. Okay, so normally, games like this that look like they have so much potential but are absolute shit. Normally with games like this, it's from a company, like a big budget company or anything close to it. And with those type of games, it is very, 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 very easy to attack it and call it horseshit, because that's what it is. And that's what I'd be doing if it weren't for the fact that this game isn't made by a company. This is made by a single individual. This is a game made by a single individual. I just noticed something. I have to keep... Every time the music stops and has to reset itself, I have to keep going into that. That is frustrating. If I set it to something, keep it there. But yeah, this game is made by one person. It's made by a single individual who gets the occasional help from other developers. But for the most part, it's all made by this one person. And the fact that there are people who do manage to get this game to properly work, it's great. So this game isn't a total piece of shit. I'm probably not going to play this game again though. I'm probably not going to come back to it. Actually, I'm definitely not going to come back to it. Can I recommend it though? That's a question. That's tricky. That one's really tricky because... I mean, if it weren't for the fact... If this game was made by a group of people instead of one person, then I would not recommend this game in the least. But it's made by one person, and to be fair, this is a game that I can't really give tons and tons of crap. Because the music is nice. I like this. However, when you go into the game and you hit settings and all of the other stuff, that is just too small and annoying. What's also annoying is the fact that it's single player, and it's a single player. If you go into single player and you go to play, there's no pause. And that just doesn't make any sense to me. When it comes to games, it's always good to have some form of pause. But yeah, like, other than that, like, the main menu looks amazing. The soundtrack is nice, and from the screenshots I've seen, this game does have potential. There is potential in this game. So I am not going to give it ginormous shit, because it does have potential, meaning it could very much become a very, very good game. And here's how I'm seeing it. The game is free to play, so you're not wasting your money. I don't think the guy made this game to make a profit. I think he just made this something fun for gamers, which is fair enough. I mean, I've got nothing against that. The only issue I have is the fact that you can't select your map. There's no tutorial. The setting things are way too fucking small. And there's no control menu as to what the fuck your keys are. Unless I was in keys. Speaking of, those things weren't properly in line with the lights. Yeah, other than that, I don't really have anything else. I can see why the game is mixed though on Steam, why it does have mixed reviews. Because there are aspects of this game that are horrible and shit, and aspects of the game that are brilliant. But at the same time, there are people who have had a horrible experience with this game, and others who have played this game and actually do enjoy it. So, as to what my stance is, I genuinely don't know. It's a game that appears to have a lot of potential, but it does need fixing. There are a lot of things in this game that do need to be fixed. And a tutorial added is one of them. Because that's something I noticed. People were complaining about no tutorial and not knowing what the controls are. I mean, I was only able to figure it out just by... Yeah, I got nothing else to say for this game. Other than... keep an eye on it. That's effectively all I can say about Evolution RTS. I will say one big thing though. One thing about this game that does make me happy is it's not a total piece of shit, and that the guy isn't making this game in Unity, because apparently video games made in Unity tend to be really shit. Like, Escape from Here, which has fucking nothing. And I was an idiot to make 2 videos on that game. So, that was a mistake. Me playing this game, if it hadn't been for the fact that okay. If it hadn't been for the fact that during this video, I went to its Steam to check the game out, see what it's about, and if I hadn't spotted the fact that this was made by just one individual, maybe I would have gone, this game is a gigantic pile of dog shit, do not play this, do not waste your time with it. But it's got potential. It seems like an actually good game. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it really does seem like a good game, but again, it needs so much fixing. Needs a lot of things added, like a tutorial, better instructions, better controls as to what the hell control options are. It needs all the things here, where everything is so small you can barely read it, be a bit bigger, so you can read it. And not only that, but it would be great to have a pause menu. And with the single player, with editor, that needs fixing, as well as the skirmish. Unless you're playing, it's... For right now, I'm going to give this game a rating of 25 out of 100. Which to me is... yeah, to me it's fair. It's got right things, it's got good things going for it. but there are a lot of things holding it back from being what it could potentially be, an absolutely amazing game. They are my thoughts, and to the guy creating this game, I really do wish you all the best. Sorry for not overly liking your game. But I hope you all the best, and I really do hope your game becomes a hit. I truly and genuinely mean that. Hey guys, just a quick little update on Evolution RTS. It's no longer being on Steam. It's leaving. I just opened Steam to go do something with the Elder Scrolls. To look at a couple of mods I've already put on and figure out how the hell to see them. I think it was Help 97. I was gonna go double check. But I spotted this, which... Let me read it out for you guys. Hi, this is concerning Evolution RTS 291150. I first want to say how grateful I am for Valve allowing me to put my little indie game on Steam in the first place. I cannot explain to you how much it meant to me to get approval. Evo is a hobby for me, a labor of love. It has no microtransactions nor any revenue mechanics of any kind. It was always meant to be completely free, and it was my way of giving back. Immediately, I'm loving the guy. He's very decent. That said, I have endured years of abuse via Steam reviews and other avenues as a direct result of it being on Steam, and frankly, I am at my breaking point with it. Evo is a completely different and revamped game from what was released in 2014. Yet Valve offers no way to shed the negative reviews, which tend to simply breed more negativity due to the fact that there is zero quality control on these reviews. Yeah. That's just not right. Years of abuse via Steam reviews and other avenues as a direct result of it being on Steam. Let me point something out. Earlier in this video, I pointed out that this game has a great deal of potential. The potential is very much there. But the fact that this guy has been getting years of abuse because it's on Steam, that is just wrong on so many levels. I mean, you should never abuse someone with reviews or on other sites like Twitter or Twitch or Facebook or any other site like that because of a game being on a certain site or system. Well, maybe except for Escape from Here. I mean, that game is a giant pile of shit, and someone even went as far as to say that it was fraud. I mean, seriously, that game is a giant pile of ass. Here's the thing with when you're giving a game a review, though, in case you aren't aware. You are leaving them a review. You are leaving them your thoughts on the game. That's what reviews are. You are giving them your feedback on the game. That's what reviews are there for. Not to say you are doing a fucking horrible job, give up on your life. That's not what they're for. It's the same with the YouTube comment section. That's not what that's for. I mean, don't forget, this is one guy working on this game alone. In fact, he's even pointed it out. Evo is my hobby. I don't have the manpower to have vast infrastructure, tutorials, guides, media, etc. I still work 40 hours a week, and Steam has become less of a helper than an albatross on my neck. Understand, I am not blaming Valve for this. Steam is not a platform that is designed for free games, and certainly is not designed for games with only 1 or 2 developers. No offense, mate, even if you don't have the type of manpower, a tutorial in a game like that, tutorials would probably be needed. Like, almost every game comes with a tutorial. Almost every game. I mean, the Lego games, you got Hitman that comes with a tutorial. I believe Watch Dogs comes with a tutorial as well. Mafia, they come with tutorials. All 3 Mafia games, they come with tutorials. Although then again, they are pretty big budget games, so. But certainly, games like that do come with tutorials. Even small games come with some form of tutorial. I mean, unless it's like the game I get this call every day. I mean, that doesn't really need a tutorial. You're basically answering questions. You're in a call center answering questions. If it's a game like that, it doesn't need a tutorial, because that's kind of self-explanatory. Games like that, however, do need a tutorial. So, I'm just saying, if it was me working on this, I'd probably start off with a demo. Just a quick little demo with a couple instructions on how to play the game. But given the fact you work 40 hours a week, yeah, leeway can be given. Kind of. Okay, maybe leeway for certain things, if I'm honest. So, with all of this in mind, it is with a sober and heavy heart that I formally request that Evolution RTS be removed from Steam. It is still available elsewhere, itch.io, and a standalone version exists, so users are not left high and dry, and I will continue developing it, but I need to focus on having it on a platform where it can thrive, in an environment that is designed specifically to work with indie developers and projects with very little manpower. Yeah. I mean, that is nice of him. So he is still leaving people with something for us to fuck around with. I mean, granted, I'm not going to go back to it because I can't get the bloody thing to work. But like I said, potential is there. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for the opportunity for my little hobby to be on Steam. While the experience was unfortunately not as positive as I would have hoped, I am very happy that it was allowed to happen in the first place. Yeah. If I'm honest, that's probably the one thing about the reviews I hate, is that people can come off really fucking cruel. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, certain games do deserve it, but not... I mean, indie games, you should give a bit of leeway to, especially if it's a game that's not made by a group of people. This is a game that shouldn't have gotten all this crap. I mean, if this game was made in Unity, then possibly, because in all of the games made in Unity tend to be kind of shit. But this game isn't. This game is made in the Spring engine, and it's pretty decent-ish. I mean, I hung out at the... I mean, the music's good. It has potential, but... yeah. But seriously, that's... But, again, back to what I was saying. When you're writing a review, you're just saying your experience on the game. Whether you would and whether or not you would recommend it. You don't rip into it, calling it a giant pile of dog shit, and say that the person who made this should feel ashamed or something. I mean, with Escape from Here, that's a completely different take, because there are games that are absolute dog shit that do really deserve reviews like that. I mean, even Nerd Cubed has come across games like that, like Air Control and Galactic Hitman. But this game doesn't deserve the level of negative reviews it gets, at least not at that toxicity. Not at that level. That is just... no, that is just absolutely disgusting. The above was the request sent to the Steam team. For those of you who still want to play Evo and follow its development, I recommend you install Evo via itch.io. It's a client similar to Steam, more lightweight and geared towards indie projects. The install from itch is identical to Steam. Huh. I'll probably have to get that at some point. Just check it out. Furthermore, check out our Discord I will link that in the description. So that is a bit disappointing. It is a shame. It is a shame that the game is leaving Steam. And he even sounds he even sounds disappointed and upset about it himself. But the fact that he's gotten all of that type of crap and that he's reached breaking point, I feel for him. I do really, really feel bad for the guy. And, like, I really wish him all of the best. I mean, ignore what was going on earlier in this video. I just couldn't get it to fucking work. But I really do wish him all the best. And I really do hope that his game does become a gigantic success. I mentioned this earlier. I do hope that it does. So, discuss. Can I keep a copy on Steam, please? Don't care if it isn't good. You can build stuff in this game? Huh. What is the thing? Okay. Tiger her. If you have this game in your Steam library, even if it does leave Steam, it's not going to leave your Steam library. It's gonna stay there. You've acquired the game. It is now a part of your Steam library. So while it's there, you can still play it. The game just won't be available on the Steam store. It's the same with Escape from Here. I have it in my Steam library, and it is no longer able to... It doesn't have a Steam page. It's just not there anymore. I'm so sorry you had to deal with that. Thank you so much for putting so much effort into this amazing hobby. It's one of my favorite little things, and your decision to leave Steam makes a lot of sense. This platform is very toxic and not required for you to do with what you love. Yeah, exactly. So, like, Scary Lapoo. What? What the fuck? Okay. But, like you said, Steam won't delete the copy of the game you've got. All it means is, if the game is taken off of Steam, it won't receive any updates. And you know what? I'll probably download it just for this game, just to see if it... just check up on it, because it... Oh yeah. Well, there goes my 700 hours playtime. Wow. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. You just got called out, bro. I mean, here's the thing you're not understanding, mate. This guy had been given years of abuse. Plus, he's working 40, 40 hours a week. He's working 40 hours doing his own proper job. This is his spare time. So he's putting 40 hours into his regular work, and then whatever's left, he puts into this game. So if he's effective, which ineffectiveness is, he's kind of burning himself out. Almost. Your game is too hard, messy, and difficult to understand. Reviews aren't mean or abuse, they are the truth, and you as a developer need to understand that criticism is the most important thing you will receive if thought your career. Sorry, did you skip school? That's meant to be through. And doing this is basically a big nope on that, which just leads to massive failure. Tajanaga, you are right. You are a dick. So... it does suck. You know what? I'm gonna put my own thing here. Sweet. Is it still on stall? Yes, it is, but won't be for long. It's no longer for sale. It's unplayable. blatantly copy from... Oh. Yeah. So... yeah. That's the thing. So... you cannot give this game a deep amount of crap, because at the end of the day, it's just the one guy working on it. And he has his own job that he's doing. This is just something he loves to do in his part-time. So, when it's games like this, you have to give some form of leeway. When it comes to games like this that are made by just one person who really do put effort into it, you got to give them some kind of slack. Because at the end of the day, it's just them working on it. They're the only ones working on it, with the occasional help from someone else every now and then, if ever. I really wish this guy all the best. And whether or not I will come back to Evolution RTS is uncertain. It's a possibility I may not, but it's also a possibility that I may. Who knows?